Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Da Mafia Live. Holy hell, it is the pregame show for the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brought to you and powered, of course, by BetUS. Sorry about this. I need to go ahead and throw some Neuro gum in here. It's time to lock in. It is time to lock in, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on, everybody? How is everybody feeling? Obviously, a very big game today. Learning more and more as some of these things start to unpack. We have a great show for you for at least the remainder, like 45 minutes to an hour. We are going to be welcoming on my friends. Okay, how about them Chiefs? He is a massive Kansas City Chiefs YouTuber, and he actually ended up hitting me up on Twitter a couple of hours ago, and he kind of wanted to make a wager between Buffalo Bills fans and then also Kansas City Chiefs fans as well. So very excited for him to come on so we could sort of put all of this together. Very excited to unpack that. I'm also going to be welcoming on some other Buffalo Bills content creators to chat, unpack, see how we're feeling. But please, please, please do me a favor. Smash that like button the second that you come in. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, folks, and let me know what is going on in the chat. As I did mention, folks, this is powered, of course, by BetUS. All right. And BetUS is the #1 sports book on the face of the planet. As you can see, we have all of the lines for NFL Week 11, including the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Still a very tight game. We are -1 favorites. And let me tell you what, folks, this is telling us one thing and one thing only, that this game is anybody's game. Really. I mean, normally when you end up seeing a spread, the home team almost automatically gets 3 points, regardless of how you look at it, okay? But now it's only -1, so it could go either way. I'm going to tell you what I do find interesting. I like the under here, under 46.5. I think this is going to be relatively low scoring. However, we have a lot to unpack, baby. As far as BetUS is concerned, guys, they are matching 150% of your first deposit all the way up to $2,000 and 125% of your second and your third deposit all the way up to that exact same figure. As long as you end up going to the website and utilize code YouTube150, you are going to be able to make that happen. And then last but not least, Rhythm, folks. If you are a sports betting connoisseur, which I know you guys are, don't bet with your head, don't bet with your heart, bet with artificial intelligence, all right? Rhythm hand picks each and every single player prop for you each and every single time that you log on to any one sports book that you use. Definitely go ahead and check out Rhythm. It should be in every sports bettor's toolbox, my friends, all right? And they are giving 7 days free the second that you sign up. Link is in the description. Go on ahead and knock that out. Folks, do me a favor. Sound off in the comments right now and vote in the poll. Obviously, thanks to my good friend Dwayne. Vote in the poll. Roll call right now. Let me know where you are tuning in from, what team you are currently representing. I always like to understand where Bills Mafia truly, truly, truly extends. So sound off in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Where is Bills Mafia tuning in today? Sound off in the chat and then make that happen. We have Raphael coming in saying Kansas City is Buffalo's daddy. All right. I'm not sure if that's a Chiefs fan. I'm not particularly sure if that is just a Dolphins fan who is completely butthurt that he can't beat the Buffalo Bills. The refs, GOTS, this game for the Chiefs. They got it. It never fails. Ugh. I hope that's not the case, my friend. Bills from Chicago. We got Crocs coming in. We have someone saying #1 sports fan. Hello. How you doing? We have Candawiga in the chat. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Patrick, hope all is well. Oswego, New York. We have Florida, go Bills. Ryan, what is going on, man? Hope all is well. West Palm Beach representing. We have Sending Hate from Bradenton, Florida. What is going on, man? How you doing? Dallas, Craig, what is going on? Guys, keep roll calling. Let me know what team you are currently representing, where you are tuning in from. Always like to understand this. We have Richie Fresh rolling on in. Let's go. What's the drink of choice today? Some Burrs, dude. Some Burrs. I'm going to need it. Texas from the Lone Star State. Brandon the Ruiner is in the chat. He's rocking and he's killing us right now. I love that. We have Josh Dan, the Dom Mafia. Good morning from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Bills by $1 billion. How you doing, man? Jaco, what's good, Dan? Humble and hungry to be a Super Bowl contender. We got to beat the best. Absolutely. New Jersey, go Bills. What's up, dude? How you doing? We have Geneva, New York. 916, California. Victoriaville, California. Man, I'm loving this. Bowling Green, Kentucky, go Bills. Missile Bass, what is going on? UK Bills, Dr. DC, man, hope all is well across the pond, my friend. I really appreciate that. We got Chris Godwin, Dan the Man, how we feeling? I'm a little nervous. I mean, like any single Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs game, obviously it's going to be getting under my skin a tad. but we have a great show for you guys today. We really do. We're going to be welcoming on quite a bit. We are going to have to be welcoming quite a bit of some solid players. Should I rock the Allen or the Knox jersey? I say Dawson Knox, man, because I think Dawson Knox is about to have himself a game, to be completely honest with you. What is up, Dan Joshy? Hope all is well, bro. Hope all is well. Located at work, Bills fan, the lead. Listen, man. Well, I sincerely hope that you're able to join my live play-by-play reaction, my friend, because if you are at work, I will do my best to keep you informed of everything that is happening while you end up going about your daily routine, whether it's at work or whether or not that you're not able to have the game on in front of you. I'm super excited to unpack this. Go Bills from Portugal. Jao, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? How you doing? Yo, Dan. Big day. My guy William from Sweden coming on in and making it happen. What's good, Dan? Hope Amari will play today. Go Bills. I am willing to bet my left testicle that he is. Let's go. Actually, no. Not my testicle, but I have a good feeling that he's going to play. White Plains, go Bills. How you doing? Nico is rolling in the chat. Long Island, New York. Let's go Bills. Damn. Man, listen, man. We have the best fans in the face of the planet. I can tell you that much. We have 212 of you in the chat right now, 151 of you on YouTube, 61 of you on X. Welcome to the stream, guys. This is my pregame show. Like I said, I'm going to be welcoming on Let's Go Chiefs, or Here We Go Chiefs. He is, well, actually, let me double check. How about those Chiefs? Excuse me. Absolute massive Kansas City Chiefs YouTuber. He's going to come on. He's going to chop it up with me. Like I said, we have a little wager going on, but this time I am representing Bills Mafia. So I'm speaking for each and every single one of you, and he's speaking for everybody from the Kansas City Chiefs. So we have a lot of things to unpack here. Giant shout out to Katie Robertson for winning the Buffalo Bills Josh Allen rookie card. I'm going to be sending that out to you tomorrow, which is going to be absolutely great. But I do want to remind everybody as well, this giveaway, the Keon Coleman signed jersey giveaway, this is the new giveaway I'm going to be rocking with for the remainder of the bye week, my friends. So say, for example, that y'all want to be a part of my giveaways, you have to be a subscriber to this YouTube channel. That is rule number one. So make sure that you are subscribed if you want to be a part of those giveaways. I will be announcing the winner prior to the San Francisco 49ers game. And have no fear, folks, because I have a lot more. I have a shit ton more things that I'm planning on giving away for the remainder of the season. So stay patient, my friends. Things are going to be crazy. We have Buffalo Hot Sauce saying, W, Dan. Look at that. Fire emojis and some whiskey right there. Bills 27-20. Go Bills. Amari with the cast. Roger Clark is coming in. And I mean, look, I've said this earlier on into the week, right? That I think that Amari Cooper was able to play for the past couple of weeks. And I think the cast being on his hand had to do more with pain tolerance than it had to do with anything else. Now, he is integral to be out there, folks, because like I've told you before, I really don't respect this Chiefs defense when it comes into pass coverage. Run defense is entirely different. I've been at odds with a couple of people that are in the Buffalo Bills community thinking that James Cook and Ray Davis are going to have solid games. And let me tell you what, I would love to be wrong. I would love for James Cook and Ray Davis to literally whip their cock out, all right, and both go for like over 100 yards on the ground, 50 plus in the overall receiving game with all of these swing passes. And to be completely honest with you, this Chiefs run defense is so good. I honestly think that our game plan is going to have to be attacking the linebackers and attacking the safeties in the pass game, specifically with Dawson Knox, specifically with Khalil Shakir. And even if you end up watching that Broncos game from last week as well, folks, Bo Nix was making a career out of the checkdowns. He was making a career out of the checkdowns. So perhaps we're going to see a little bit of that. I really don't even know. We have a Chiefs fan in here. What's going on, brother? Hope all is well, man. We have Chiefers 65 TPT. Not true. He's saying that we are the sixth most penalized team in the NFL. So I know that you guys are actually very good at avoiding pre-snap penalties. Anything out of that, I'm not particularly sure on that end. But we will see, man. We will see. All right, dude. Let's see what's going on. Shout out to all the beat reporters that are out here letting us know what is happening, breaking the news so that we can give our hot takes based off of this information as it comes in. All right. Week 11. Look at that guy. He's ready. He's ready. He's already about 7 Labatt's deep in the parking lot as we speak, man. He's slurring his words already, and I'm completely fine with that. And do I have to be a certain age to make a free, pristine auction account? Don't believe so. Certainly check out From the Red Garden, Mars. Damn. That's my guy coming in, man. On my way to the game from Rochester, New York. John, I sincerely hope all is well, and I hope you have a great time, my friend. And speak of the devil, Drew Tranquil against Josh Allen. It'll be all hands on deck. We're going to have to see about that. We're going to have to see about that. As I welcome in my friend Cole. What's going on, dude?
What's up, Dan? What's
How's
up?
life,
How's it going?
man? Listen, hey, dude, listen, this has been a long time coming. I've been a big fan of you for quite some time. I'm glad that you were able to set aside a couple of minutes and chat with us Bills fans today.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. You hit me up during the draft and you're like, hey, you want to do a stream? And I was like, bro, you got the wrong guy. Draft is not my strength, but I do like talking some NFL football though, so it's gonna be a good game.
So it's funny enough, I'm really not much of like a huge college football guy either. Especially being born in Buffalo, New York, it just like really wasn't a big thing for us. This year, I'm trying to be better about it. I'm trying to like at least watch like some of like the top 12, top 15 teams. So like once like the Bills end up like finishing out their season, I'm not sitting here just struggling trying to figure out, okay, like what DB is gonna like make the most sense. So I'm glad to see that I'm not the only college football casual out there, for sure.
Yeah, I don't watch college ball. You can only cover so much and only have time for so much. Saturday is the day with my fam. I got a wife and 2 kids, so
Okay.
I don't watch any football, and then Sunday it's on. So here we are.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, it could definitely go either way. I'm excited. It's always a fun match, Chiefs Bills.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's funny because I've been joking around with a lot of Chiefs fans recently, and I'm like, I see the history between these two organizations, and it almost seems like a giant game of tug of war, right? Like we end up winning in the regular season, and then Andy Reid gets all the answers to the tests, and then you end up breaking our hearts, and we're gone. So I've been joking around back and forth, and I've been saying, dude, listen, just throw Mitch Trubisky out there. I'm glad Kincaid is not out. I'm glad that Keon's not out there. Just give it to the Chiefs, right? And then maybe once we end up going back to Arrowhead, maybe we can finally end up having smiles on our face once it's all said and done. But I mean, obviously, this Chiefs team is 9-0. And I mean, listen, a record speaks for itself. But coming from a Chiefs fan, what are some concerns you've seen from this team? And say, for example, that the Buffalo Bills were to come out and win. What are some of these weaknesses that the Buffalo Bills would need to exploit for us to come out victorious today?
Yeah, let's go offense first and just talk what I see on the Chiefs offense right now. I mean, left tackle is definitely a struggle. Wanye Morris, he's pretty serviceable, honestly, but Kingsley Suamataia is not at this point in time. That's the Chiefs' second-round rookie from this year's draft. Now, Wanye is playing. He has no game designation, not questionable, nothing like that. But, I mean, his knee got banged up again. He's been dealing with a knee bruise earlier on in the year, and then something happened. And Andy Reid said in his presser this week, he tweaks it from time to time. I don't even know what that means, but the left tackle is something to definitely watch out for. And I don't know who normally lines up on that side or if Russo can just kind of play either side and it doesn't matter. But that's a matchup to watch, especially because it's Mahomes' blind side. And then like compound that with the fact that his ankle's not 100%. He can still move, but he's not going to be as mobile. He also, like the last 2 weeks, if you look at his carries and just yardage overall, talking about Mahomes using his legs, it's definitely gone down. So that's probably a concern. I am intrigued to see how the Chiefs receiving or pass catchers overall look like, because you've got Juju Smith-Schuster back. He was dealing with a hamstring for like 3 games. DeAndre Hopkins and Juju and Kelsey have not all 3 been out there together at one time. So that'll be intriguing.
Okay.
But yeah, left's like, if we're looking just at weakness as a whole, I think the left side in particular of the O-line is something that Bills fans should probably be watching for.
Okay, got it. And then as far as Xavier Worthy, right? I mean, I've been looking at his production so far this year, and obviously had like a great like first couple of weeks. And some Chiefs fans I've been talking to have said it seems like Pat and Xavier Worthy are just so allergic to each other. And I've like been reading articles saying, for example, that him being out in the field almost hurts the passing offense. Like, why has he been struggling so much? Or is this just all noise from that national media? Is that somebody we should be worrying about today? Or is all of these rumors true?
Um, I think it's a mix of things, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think the injuries in the wide receiver room at like early on, you had no Rice, you had no Hollywood. I think they were trying to force feed Worthy a little bit more like early on in the season, and he just wasn't. It's just clear he's just not ready yet. He's still a rookie. It's only been half a year. Rice didn't really start catching on last year until, more so second half of the season is when he started catching on. But then it's completely different roles. The deep ball, Mahomes and Worthy have just misconnected on probably like 4 deep balls. Like one last week, he was open, scorched his man. Mahomes just missed him. It was just off. And that was Worthy diving out of bounds, trying to make a catch and banged up his shoulder even, which I was like, gosh dang it. But there's been other plays where Mahomes hit Worthy 2 weeks ago for a touchdown, but Worthy just spatial awareness on the sideline got him and he stepped out of bounds and it's incomplete. He missed on a deep ball few weeks prior and just by a yard or two just overthrew him.
Yeah.
So I think when you're looking at the deep ball stuff in particular, it's hard to hit those, but the Bills can hit them, so that's fun. But the deep ball passing game has been a weird one for the Chiefs really since trading away Tyreek, and it was trending down even when Tyreek was on the roster for the last year. So all that to say, I don't know that I'm super concerned about Xavier Worthy at this point in time. I do. Yeah. I am hopeful that they can connect on some deep stuff, but I'm not overly concerned yet.
And so he's a rookie, man. Like, certainly don't get me wrong. Like with Keon Coleman, he's made some pretty solid plays this year. But I keep remembering that meme where like he wasn't paying attention and Josh just like drilled him right in the side of the head a couple of weeks back. He's
right
a rookie. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That was a perfect pass.
Yeah, exactly. Right in the back of the head. So rookie mistakes are obviously going so to happen for sure. But listen, man, I'm nervous. And so I'm not sure about Chiefs fans or whatnot, but I know that each and every single time that our squads play, it is massive high blood pressure. And especially with how close that we always play each other. Past couple of matchups have been decided by less than a touchdown and then even a field goal really at the end. Here's a question. All right. Butker ended up being added over to the IR, which was a complete surprise. Yeah. I heard through the grapevine that he was hurt, but I didn't think that that was IR serious. How do you feel about Schrader so far? Granted, not a lot of tape out on the guy, maybe outside of being taken from the Jets practice squad. Is this a concern for you? Like, say, for example, that it's super tight. How much trust do you have in this new kicker? Or are we going to see Andy Reid maybe be a bit more aggressive on 4th downs since there's so many unanswered questions about this?
Yeah, I'll answer it in reverse. Andy Reid was asked about that in particular this week, and so talking about being aggressive on 4th or in the red zone because of maybe not having as trustworthy of a kicker. Who knows if he's telling the truth, because we'll see today, obviously, but he said no. Okay. He basically said no. If we're going to be in a kicking situation, we're going to trust the guy that Brett Veach went and got to kick. But yeah, the loss of Harrison Butker, I think it's a big loss, especially when you're bringing in an undrafted rookie on a short week. So he's had like a day and a half with the team, basically. The good news about Schrader is he has looked pretty good so far in his limited kicks in the NFL. He's made every kick. He was just with the Jets, called up and made some good kicks for them. But Harrison Butker, man, the 3rd most accurate kicker in NFL history. And then I did some math on my Chiefs-Bills preview, and I'm pretty sure the math was right. I like triple checked it. In 7 games, talking Chiefs Bills, specifically Mahomes and Allen era, in 7 games that they've played, regular season and playoffs, the Chiefs have scored 190 points. The Bills have scored 183. That's the difference of 1 point per game in a game where every point matters. And so, yeah, am I a little bit nervous that you're not going to have Mr. Automatic and Harrison Butker out there? For sure, as a Bills fan, you know that kicks can be hit or miss, especially with Tyler Bass. He's been better this year, like specifically later on. He's 3 for 3, I think, in back-to-back games. But yeah, he's like with Harrison Butker, you never had to worry. But I think I will worry in this game, like especially in games that comes down to the wire so close. Like if you miss a extra point or a field goal, like I am concerned. And real quick, also last year, you guys know this in the divisional game. Tyler Bass, 47-yard attempt, wide right, had a chance to tie it up with under 2 minutes to go, and that could have potentially been overtime, but instead that's all she wrote in Buffalo. So you know what it's like, and I am a little nervous heading into this game about the kicker.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, like with Tyler Bass, like when it comes to the statistics, he's only terrible in December and when he is playing his AFC East opponents. It's wild. When it comes to November and December, he's typically locked down. He's about as good as it gets. And obviously, Bills Mafia, like they did not forgive him for wide right because obviously we have a lot of PTSD from that. We felt like we were just reliving it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I mean, honestly, one of my favorite Bills podcasters, his name is Bruce Nolan and the Bruce Exclusive, and he says that kickers are good until they are not. Like, they just fall off of a cliff almost immediately. There's no signs of regression. It just happens. I think the yips like actually play a part. So within that, so I was so glad that he was able to hit that 61 against Miami. I'm hoping that that ended up, sort of having his confidence back. But I'll tell you what. I still don't trust him, especially in this game. If like we're down by 1 and there's 3 seconds left on the clock, yeah, I don't know about that, man. I'm definitely going to be just absolutely going insane. But so I'll tell you what, man. Listen, I do want to respect your time. I don't want to keep you on here too long. So first off, you actually ended up reaching out to me this morning, and you ended up making a great proposition. You said, you know what, Bills fans and Chiefs fans, let's make a little wager together since both of us seem to be so charitable, right? And you proposed, hey, you know what? If the Buffalo Bills win, then Kansas City Chiefs fans will donate to the Buffalo Bills charity of choice. And if the Kansas City Chiefs fans win, then the Buffalo Bills Mafia will donate to the charity of the Kansas City Chiefs fans' choice. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about like where this sort of like overall thought process began, and more importantly, what is the charity you were going to be highlighting in case Kansas City comes out on top today?
Yeah, I just think just over the years, I know Bills Mafia, they do it a lot. I mean, maybe it's after every game. I'm not sure, but I know they'll donate to like opposing teams' charities like all the time. They'll maybe pick a player's charity or something like that. That was big, especially with the Damar Hamlin situation. I mean, Chiefs fans were given back too, and I just kind of I'm inviting anybody that wants to participate. I just said for me personally, like, hey, if the Chiefs win, I'll go ahead and donate to a KC-based charity. We've done that a few times before, but if the Bills win, we'll donate to a Buffalo charity, and who knows, maybe we'll do it either way, regardless. But I haven't picked one out per se. There's a bunch of comments, but I mean, there's a few different options. I know you had one in particular. I think you said like is it the Patricia Allen Fund? There's a few that I'm seeing in the comments here. And at the end of the day, like it's just a friendly little wager, based on two fan bases who have some great teams, and there's always weirdos in every fan base. So you can rule out the weird minority, but the majority of both fan bases are great people. Yeah. And I just wanted to have a little fun with it.
Yeah, most definitely. So Bills Mafia, so we are here, and then certainly put a 1 in the chat if you guys are willing to participate with this, folks. All right. If the Kansas City Chiefs win, then we need to go on ahead and make a donation. And then obviously our good friend Cole here will let us know which one it is toward the end of the game. I know that I will certainly make a donation if that turns out. But yeah, most definitely. Mine is going to be the Patricia Allen Foundation. That is Josh Allen's foundation for the Oshai Children's Hospital in Buffalo. They do great work over there. And I will certainly make sure that I continue to spread the message for each and every single one of you that want to participate in this little wager. But Cole, right before I let you go, man. All right. Final analysis, hot take, and a final score prediction for Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. What do you got?
Yeah, and I'll circle back to the other side of the football real quick because we talked weaknesses of the offense. I've seen you tweet a little bit about the Chiefs linebackers and some of their safeties maybe struggling at times in coverage, and that's definitely true, especially to tight ends, dude. It's been a wild one this year. I'm feel pretty confident in the Chiefs' run defense overall. I'm not super worried there. I mean, we took care of Lamar, even though at the end of the day he did run over 100 yards. So Josh Allen is a crazy dual threat guy. He is, in my opinion, a little less of a dual threat than Lamar in the sense of his ability to escape. He's a more accurate passer. I think I like Josh Allen. I would take him as if Mahomes didn't exist, I think Josh Allen would have been a blast in Kansas City. I think it would have been awesome. So just so you know, I have Mahomes, then Josh Allen, and then kind of everybody else. But with
No.
that being so there's no disrespect when I say like I feel like Lamar is a little bit more of a dual threat than Allen, even though Allen is still scary. I think the run game will be limited. That's the goal, at least, right? And you make them a little bit more one-dimensional through the air. And where I'm just curious to see how it plays out, because you have no Coleman, you have no is it Kincaid?
Yeah,
because you have Knox, but no Kincaid. And then if Cooper does play, I saw he's going to be wearing a brace or something. So he doesn't seem like he's going to be 100% either.
Yeah.
You'll have Shakir, you'll have barefoot Hollins, and then James Cook through the air as well. But yeah, that's where again, there's paths to victory for both teams that I could legitimately see playing out. But if the Chiefs want to win, I think you got to make the Bills a little bit more one-dimensional, maybe even go up early, force Allen and company to throw more, which, again, that's still a threat in and of its own. But with several pass catchers out, I like the Chiefs' odds in this one. I still have it down to the wire. I think my Friday prediction video is 27-24. Chiefs win by 3.
Got it. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, it sucks not having Kincaid and Coleman. And as far as Amari Cooper with his cast, I guess it's only a soft cast, and it really has a lot to do with pain tolerance. And I mean, I was praying to the football gods that he would be out there, because that one DB that I have all the respect for in the world, I wanted them as a Buffalo Bill. McDuffie wanted him, right? We needed somebody out there to just go on ahead and take his attention away, right? Just go on ahead and have like that route runner out there that could potentially make a couple of plays here and there. But I'm very intrigued to see how this game plays out. But Cole, listen, man, I definitely appreciate you rolling on in and showing a little bit of love today. We will stay in touch at the end of this game so we can coordinate, and I'll go ahead and I'll make an announcement on all of my socials as well. And I appreciate you coming on and talking a little ball with us today, man. Heck yeah, bro. I mean, you don't have to give me yours, but I'm assuming you have Bills winning. What are your take? Or what's your thoughts on score prediction, and then we'll get out of here. Yeah, man. At least. Yeah, man. Most definitely. I have us going 28-27. I know. Yeah. Most definitely. It's going to be a heart attack. Missed extra point. Extra point. No, honestly, man, like what I'm really hoping for is that we have like Schrader out there with like 3 seconds left to go. He's lining up for a game-winning like field goal, and then he goes wide right. Like that's my dream right there. I'm like, okay, the curse is broken, like right there, and all vibes are absolutely high within Buffalo. But like, I mean, it's funny because like, like I'm seeing a lot of people say, oh no, like this is going to be a James Cook and this is going to be a Ray Davis game. But I have so much respect for this Chiefs run defense. I really don't think that we're going to be able to have a lot of success in that category. We had that exact same narrative last year when we played the Dallas Cowboys, because they were like, oh my God, like that run defense is absolutely insane. Like we're not going to be able to run. And then James Cook, just rolled out there and had like a 150-yard game. And that's really all it was. But I really don't think that's going to be it. I think if the Buffalo Bills want to win, I think that we really need to utilize a lot of Dawson Knox, a lot of Khalil Shakir, and then hopefully Amari Cooper can grit through some of the pain and just have a couple of more of that and run, Josh, run. That's basically where I'm at right there. So 28-27 Buffalo Bills. And then hopefully that doesn't mean that we trade off wins later on in the season. But make no mistake, this is game 1 of 2 for the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. I can almost guarantee you that. Yeah, man. I mean, they're going to be in the Bills are going to make the playoffs. We already know. Chiefs are going to be there. Yeah. There's a pretty good chance that we'll see each other again. And yeah, the Chiefs have gotten the best of the Bills in the playoffs, 3-0. It's always been, aside from, I think, what was it, the 2019-2020 AFC Championship game, that was pretty lopsided in the Chiefs' favor in that one. Yeah. But all the others have been close, and even the regular season. I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's much respect. You like to troll online. I like to troll online. We like to have fun with it. Yeah. But, dude, at the end of the day, like I see the Bills as like one of the main contenders in the AFC year in and year out. Yeah. As long as you got Josh Allen, even sans Diggs, like you're playing really good ball without Diggs. Yeah, I know. Thank God. Like they're always going to be in it, man. And yeah, it's much respect to the Bills and Bills Mafia at the end of the day. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, really, as content creators too, I really hope that people understand that like we play characters online, like right here. So I really hope not even real on Twitter. And so I really hope that if people like don't take too much of my trolling too seriously, it's all a part of the game. Chiefs fans, I promise you, I love your team. I have all the respect in the world except for today. It's gonna be an. I will say,
I will say this. I think the majority of the world is probably hoping for a Bills W. I mean, the Chiefs are, in a dynastic era of a lot of Super Bowl appearances, back-to-back wins, undefeated. Like, I think most people would joyfully cheer on the Bills and really hope for a Buffalo W. So it's a weird thing to. I've been a lifelong Chiefs fan, born and raised in KC, still live here. So I remember when the Chiefs started catching fire with Mahomes and everybody was cheering the Chiefs on. I was like, dude, that's crazy. Everyone's rooting for Mahomes, and now nobody wants to see that guy win ever again.
Yeah.
So it's been a wild, interesting turn of events as the Chiefs have stacked up some important dubs. But yeah, man, I think a lot of people are going to be cheering the Bills on in this one, and they're favored to win. 2.5 point favorites. So we will see how it goes.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see how it plays out. And honestly, I think that this is the Chiefs' only chance of losing, I would say, that remainder of the season, because I've been looking at your schedule and I'm really not seeing any games that stand out to me where I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's going to be a challenge for them. Maybe the Steelers, maybe. And then maybe
Steelers, Texans, you've got the Chargers again, the Broncos again. I mean, those are all hard games. And any given Sunday. But yeah, if I'm looking at the rest of the schedule, this is the hardest one of the rest of it for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I'm really not much of a Texans believer anymore, to be honest with you.
Their O-line interior is not good right now.
It's bad. I think that CJ Stroud is going through that sophomore slump. It sucks that, so they lost out on Stephon Diggs. Maybe Collins comes back and gives them some sort of fire.
He's playing. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's funny because who in the hell would have think that the NFC would be the most competitive conference this year? They just completely came out of nowhere. Now it just seems
good teams.
I know, dude. It's absolutely wild. But Cole, listen, man, I really appreciate you coming on. And
heck yeah, Dan.
Setting aside a couple of minutes for us today, and then hopefully this will not be the last. I'm sure that we'll do something else later down the road, maybe even during the playoffs. So
yeah, if we're slated to do some playoff stuff, maybe we'll preview something. But I appreciate you, Dan. Thanks for everything. And
yeah, man.
I say go Chiefs before I go, but regardless of who wins, we'll reconvene and talk charity, and we'll point it in one direction here.
For sure, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Right, bro. Have a good one.
Enjoy your day. Peace. Cole, ladies and gentlemen, from How About Them Chiefs, great YouTuber, massive YouTuber. Has 225,000 subscribers. One of the best in the game, man. He's really good at what he does. Going ahead and show him some love. I appreciate that. My boy Dan the Man, my numero uno in all these fan pages, man. Show him/them who the big dog is. Go Bills. Jameel, that's my guy, man. What's going on? Kermit Mahomes. Oh, my God. We have the trolls rolling on in. Most of the Chiefs hate comes from the way the league favors them. Cameron is saying the last time the Bills started the season 8-2, they won the Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl, not won the Super Bowl. I think you meant. Yeah, no, that was true. It was 1993. It was the last time we went 8-2. Can we do it again? Drafting Stroud in a super flex league will be my downfall. Diggs injury makes Texans better. Funny enough, right? We are everyone's Super Bowl. Chiefer 65 SPT. Play the UFC tape theme for the game. Holy shit. Bills winning, hopefully. Wouldn't that be ideal? Nico is saying, and do you need a pristine auction account to get in the giveaway? You have to have a free account if you want to be able to run that. We got to play the UFC tail of the tape theme for this game. We have Brandon the Ruiner. Josh Allen is 3-4 against Patrick Mahomes, including the postseason. Allen is 3-1 head-to-head in the regular season, but 0-3 versus Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. Everyone cheering for the Bills makes me very nervous. Ugh. Wouldn't that be crazy? Guys, listen, 230 of you in here rocking with me today. I really appreciate you coming in and showing a little bit of love. Reminder, smash that like button, guys. We want to make sure that we cross 50,000 subscribers by the end of the regular season. So say, for example, you haven't subscribed already. I highly recommend that you do so. I'm doing giveaways each and every single week. This upcoming week is the Keon Coleman signed jersey giveaway. So if you have not subscribed, certainly go on ahead and do that and get in on the action, because we're going to be having some fun. That's for sure. If the Bills don't win this game, and so are they for not being able to beat good teams? Maybe. And that's something here's the deal, Glenn. Me personally, I don't really think this game means a lot for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, obviously, yes, we want to go on ahead and stack a win against an AFC opponent, but I think it's unrealistic that we're going to get the first seed in the first place, even if we do win this game. But I think the biggest reason that I want to win this game is so that we can defeat that narrative immediately. Nothing would defeat that narrative more than knocking off an undefeated team. Can people overseas take part in the giveaway, my man? Absolutely they can, Seamus. Absolutely. Steelers or Ravens, Dan? Who do you got? Steelers, surprisingly enough. Randall, Dan, what's going on, my guy? Hope all is well. See you later, Dan. Bills all the way. We have Buffalo Hot Sauce. Bills is the only team in this division that is competitive with the Chiefs. It is true. Wearing my 1973 O.J. Simpson jersey to lead the Bills to victory. Dan, every game matters. Go Bills. Darnell, damn right, my friend. Damn right, my friend. Listen, what the hell am I on right now, boys? We got to win this damn game. Dan, constructive criticism. Stop speaking away from your microphone. We cannot hear you half the time. Randall, thank you so much for that. Funny enough, I actually just ordered a boom arm, which is good. I just have a boom arm, and I think that should be able to fix it. I just like to move a lot, and so I talk with my hands quite a bit. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. I do have a boom arm coming, which is going to be ideal. So it should be able to be in front of my face at all times. So a fix is on the way. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. If the Chiefs go 16-1 because of us, that will be special. As a fan, I want the Steelers, but I'm also a betting man. If I had to bet, I would say Baltimore. I mean, listen, when you look at the Steelers and you look at the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson struggles the most against a Mike Tomlin-led defense. And the fact that the Steelers are +3 underdogs at home, to me, speaks very much to the case that I think this is a massive trap. So that's how we're going to have to play it out, baby. Charlie Lamb, did the Bills ever use that blue helmet behind you during a game? That shit is fire, Charles Lamb. They haven't. I hope that they incorporate it eventually, though. That's actually signed by Jim Kelly. It is one of my prized possessions. That and that red one behind me is also signed by Thurman Thomas. So I have a couple of those. And I also have a signed Kelly jersey right behind me as well, which is super ideal. I don't agree. And look at the record versus the Raiders. Mahomes loses to them, and the Steelers match up well against them with a good defense, and Texans are a maybe. Chiefs probably lose 3 games this year. Mister is coming in. Cheers from Denmark. Go Bills. What is going on, baby? How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Go Bills. Dan, what if Keon is faking his wrist injury, and his real injury is that concussion Josh Allen gave him by hitting him in the helmet a couple of weeks back? That would be absolutely hysterical. I think that if the coaching staff put more importance on this game, because right now I think the Buffalo Bills' number one priority is getting as healthy as humanly possible after the bye. If this was a playoff game, I think Keon Coleman would be playing. And so I really do. But I am completely fine with him sitting on the sidelines and getting healthy prior to that gauntlet that we have after the bye. Hire me, and I will hold the mic up to your mouth at all times. Pat the Ripper, man. Send over your resume, brother. I got you. Dan, and do you still think we are getting the second spot in the AFC if we lose this game? Because I'm pretty confident we won't be able to beat the Lions in a couple of weeks. So I think we have to look at a couple of things here. So I think the Steelers certainly have some very difficult games. I also think that the Ravens have a lot of their AFC North games ahead of them as well. And I don't trust the Texans, right? I don't trust the Texans. I still think that the second seed would be in reach. When the Bills win, I will jump through a table. You better film it, my friend. Raiders, we have a Raiders guy in the chat. What's going on, man? Hope all is well. Good luck today, Bills. W or L. And so the division is wrapped. Enjoy. We have a fins up guy coming in here, and I appreciate that. And so to be honest, this game isn't a must-win game for either team. It's all about pride and bragging rights. That is precisely what it is. This is a bragging rights banner. This is truly what this means, because both teams have their division locked up. We could be completely honest with ourselves at this point. Knox will continue his reign as a chief killer today. Mark my words. We have King Thriller, folks. King Thriller. In fact, chat, sound off. Who do you think is the X factor for the Buffalo Bills today? Who is the one player on the Buffalo Bills where we end up looking back and we're like, damn, that fool had a game? I'm going to give you my defensive player, and I'm going to give you my offensive player. My defensive player is Christian Benford. I have a feeling that Benford ends up getting 2 interceptions today. Hot take, I certainly know, but I love that matchup between him and, of course, DeAndre Hopkins. Offensive player, I'm going to have to go with my boys over here. I think it's going to have to be Dawson Knox. All right. This Chiefs team struggles guarding tight ends. We've already said that their linebackers and safeties struggle in coverage. I think this is spelling a perfect game for Dawson Knox today, and I cannot wait. We have Ray Davis in the chat from Dr. Jekyll is coming in. We have Mac Hollins. Dude, Mac Hollins. Eric is coming in, man. That's a hot one, and I love it. Mr. Dan, I want to see some trench warfare. I need my DNs to rock Mahomes. He has a hurt ankle to an extent. So as Cole was just saying, as he was on here earlier, he was saying that his mobility hasn't been there for the past couple of weeks. So we certainly could see that. So let's make that happen. Everyone's overreacting because Kincaid is out, but we have a guy named Dawson Knox. Funny enough, Believe 30, I think a lot of people have forgotten that Dawson Knox is on the Buffalo Bills. All right? I really, really do. Anybody from Kansas City is going to Al's Bar in Parkville. It is a Bills backer bar, half Chiefs fans, half Bills fans, and the best wings in Kansas City. It's going to be great. If anybody is in Kansas City today, folks, if you live in Kansas City and you want to have a nice little environment of some Bills and Chiefs fans rivalry, have to head on over to what H. Duster just put out there. That is Al's Bar in Parkville. Make it happen, baby. Make it happen. Allen better have a game. I certainly hope so. I'm assuming that my guy has like Allen on his fantasy team or something like that. And he's just like, yo, like I need my Chiefs to win, but for the love of God, please, Josh, score me 30 points in fantasy for the love of God. No, it has to be Allen playing Superman for the Bills to win. Hey, hockey dude, what up, man? Hope all is well. I would love to see Davis and Cook on the field at the same time. Some 2 running back sets. I'd be okay with that. I would guess a lot of screens to Shakir. See, the thing is that I would like that typically, but this run defense is so good. And I really think so the pass game behind that line of scrimmage is really playing into what the Chiefs do well, and that's stopping everything underneath. I would love if that worked out, but I think a lot of those cute little swing passes aren't going to be working today. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Shelton on a beautiful wedding. Both Bills Mafia, Bills by $1 billion. Hey, congrats to Mr. and Mrs. Shelton on the beautiful wedding, baby. Shout out to the Sheltons. I love that. Go Bills. I can't wait to see Nick Wright's mental gymnastics after the Chiefs get curb stomped. Please speak it into existence. What is your score prediction? I have 28-27 Bills. This is going to be a game where y'all are probably going to see me shirtless during my live play-by-play reaction. I'm going to be sweating the entire time, not knowing what to do with myself. It's going to be one of them games, baby. It's going to be one of them games. CBS Live in Buffalo, and it is a movie. Big Bills guy coming in. It's a movie, baby. We already got it. I trust Sol and Benford and to lock up D-Hop like we did earlier this season. It's Kelsey we have to put extra focus on because you know that guy always gets open. And do you have any locks on BetUS? I need a winner. Let me show you, dude. So I like the Chicago Bears +6. And some people think I'm nuts for saying that, but there's been so much drama. And now that they have a new offensive coordinator, I think that they're going to rally around him. And I think that the Bears are going to keep this close. I'm not going to say that the Bears are going to win this game, but I am going to say that this game is going to be close as hell. I like +6 for the Chicago Bears a lot. I wouldn't say if that's a lock per se, but we can go from there. Raiders and Dolphins at +9, probably not. Jags and Detroit Lions +14's a lot. So I wouldn't consider this to be a lock by any stretch of the imagination, folks, but I do like Jacksonville +14. I'm not saying this is a lock, but I'm going to take that. What else do I like? Seahawks +6 against the Niners. I like that. Cowboys +7.5. Low key, I kind of like that for Monday Night Football, but that's basically where I'm at right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's going on with the Buffalo Bills right here. A great day for football in Orchard Park. Bills World gaining ground for the 1 seed. How many of you also taking advantage of these 50s and dry weather to get Christmas lights on the house? John Scott, man, look at that. And so y'all get them Christmas lights on. It's so surreal seeing the CBS crew in Buffalo right now. It's getting me really damn nervous, though. Ugh, what can you do? POV, it's the perfect week. Bills beat Chiefs, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets lose, Ravens lose to the Steelers, and the Texans lose to the Cowboys. Wouldn't that be absolutely ecstatic if that was the case? Fucking A. All right, guys. So I'll tell you what. Shout out to Cole for coming on to the show for a little bit earlier today to unpack Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs. As you guys know, I am going to be live, okay, at 3:45 p.m. EST for my live play-by-play reaction, all right? So for any of you that don't want to listen to the announcers, don't want to listen to so-and-so sucking off Patrick Mahomes, or you're working, or you're on your day-to-day, or maybe you want to see me freak out, I am going to be giving you all of my live play-by-play reaction starting for the game by itself. So if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on bell notifications. And let's get this game going, baby. Things are about to be immaculate over here. Subscribe. Like I said, I'm doing a Keon Coleman signed jersey giveaway. Have to be a subscriber in order to take advantage of all of that. Love each and every single one of you. Go Bills. Enjoy the 1 o'clock games. I will be back in a couple of hours for my live play-by-play. See y'all soon. Peace.